What's good YouTube, Ben here, welcome to the next video on the channel. In this one, I'm going to give you my next Steel Path Viable build on Warframe. This is going to be for Kullervo. Let's get into this. Right, so I've recently rebuilt Kullervo and I'm really enjoying him. So I'm going to be using him. Of course, he's a melee-centric frame. And I do want to quickly point out, I've got one Arcane Shard attached, which is an Amber Arcane Shard. It's just for 30% maximum energy filled on spawn currently. I don't put Archon Shards on my Warframes as I build them generally, except if it's like an energy one at the start, because it just gives you some energy, so I don't mind that so much. But let's jump into the build. So, we have got, when it loads, Steel Charge on as the main mod, so squad receives 60% melee damage. We've got Umbral Vitality on for 180% health and 19.8 tower resistance. Umbral Fiber for 180% armor and 19.8 tower resistance. We've got Umbral Intensify with 77% ability strength and plus 19.3% tower resistance. Overextended for 90% ability range and negative 60% ability strength. We've got Blind Rage for 99% ability strength and negative 55% ability efficiency. We've got Prime Continuity for 55% ability duration. We've got Hunter Adrenaline, which converts 45% of damage on health to energy without shields. Ally Overguard imitates health. The reason I've got this over Equilibrium is because for Kullervo, it's a bit more consistent because he only has health, he does not have shields. So every time you take a hit, you're going to get energy back. Basically speaking, you're going to constantly have energy because you don't have shields for them to block it. And then you've got Streamline for 30% ability efficiency. We've got Arcane Battery on, so at rank 5, gain 0.030 maximum energy per armor point up to 1000 energy. And then Arcane Energize at rank 2. On energy pickup, 60% chance to replenish 75 energy to self and allies within 15 meters with a 15-second cooldown. You can swap either of these out. However, I'd recommend keeping Arcane Battery, because with Arcane Battery, you get a bunch of energy thanks to the amount of armor you have, so I would recommend keeping that one. As for Arcane Energize, you could theoretically swap this for pretty much any other one you want. I just don't have anything else that I could really put on. Because none of my current arcanes that I have are decent. I guess I could put Nullifier on to stop getting magnetized as much, but that's basically about all I've got. So swap this for any other arcane you've got that could be good, whether you've got a melee one or anything. And then as for my Nami solo build, I'm not going to go fully into that build because I've already done that for a video. I will link that video in the description below, kind of like with my recent video on Ureli Prime. That's it, Jesus. Right, but let's jump into the mission. I'll show you what this thing can do. Alright, so as per normal, we're at Oxymoko in the Void, and I'll quickly explain why we're here. So Oxymoko in the Void is, well, in the Void, so it's one of the latest game areas in the game. Not to mention here, you're dealing with the Corrupted, and with the Corrupted, you're dealing with enemies with just health, enemies with health and shields, and enemies with high armor, giving you a more varied example of what your weapon / Warframe can do. I should probably point out as well, I subsumed his second ability for Gloom, which gives you healing and slow down of enemies within range. What we need to do to start is just activate Gloom. Let's go in. So we're going to go ahead and just start taking out enemies. Now we need to build up Nami Solo to 6 times common multiplier so we can activate our Incarnate form for it. Which again, full build for that is on my channel in the Warframe playlist, but for that specific video, I will link it in the description below. So, there we go. That's now active. So now we've got our full Incarnate form activated. Let's just go. Now, the cool thing is with his abilities. So first ability is this, where you can just literally spin to win the entire time. Once you've got what you need and you've got your melee set up, you can literally just spin to win. Like, just mash this ability, spin to win, and you're all set pretty much. Until you need to get your combo multiplier back up again, in which case just do normal combos. But again, spin to win, you can just do that. And when you activate that, it also boosts your strength and critical hit ratio as well, and critical damage. So that boosts it, I think, for 30 seconds, which is quite nice. So every so often, just make sure you do one of these, and you'll start eliminating enemies stupid quickly. Of course, Gloom is his next ability. His other ability here is Collective Curse. So it links the enemies so they do multiple damage against each other. You can use it. I don't find myself using it too much. Like, not really. To be fair with Kullervo, I just end up finding myself just spinning to winning a lot of it. I'm not going to lie. And because it's so easy to get energy back, like, for example, if I turn up Gloom, I'm going to start getting energy. Because, like I said, the moment you start taking damage, your energy spikes. Like, I could sit here for, like, 10 seconds, let him hit me a bunch, and then, look, I've got full energy pretty much. So I can just do that and then get all my health back with Gloom. So Gloom is a dangerous ability for Kullervo to have. You could also use something like Fire Blast to remove armor. But as long as you've got a decent melee weapon, you don't need it. You'll see what I mean. Because like for Acolytes and stuff, it's important that you get through armor. But depending on the weapon you're using, like with my Nami Solo, I've used pretty much every melee weapon I've got a build on. And all of them slayed through Acolytes. So I don't personally see it as that big a deal. Just remember though, guys, I do label these as ready builds or viable builds. So they're viable for you to use on the Steel Path. Are they going to get you to level cap, which is level 9,919 enemies? Probably not. But will they be used on pretty much every piece of Steel Path content other than that? Sure. Let's go ahead and just bonk through. Now, spoiler alert, as for the Acolytes, I'll stay until we get to the Acolyte, of course. This works pretty freaking good. You melt Acolytes. It doesn't matter which Acolyte you come across, you're going to melt them. That's not an over-exaggeration either. You will actually melt them. They will not stand a chance. Kind of like with my last build for Urali Prime, like, they just absolutely get ruined. It's insane. Like, they will get destroyed. I think at this point, Kullervo is also one of my favorites as well. So, Mrs. needs me. I'll go down once I've quickly finished recording this. It shouldn't take long for the Acolyte to come in. Cracking. Right, so that also activates your Incarnate form if it's ready to. So, just jump down. And then, of course, you just start doing your normal slayage through the level. Pretty freaking cool. Alright, let's go. Boom, bye-bye. Man, why do I always get a billion Argon crystals when I don't need them? Here's some Bushit. I was actually testing Urali Prime yesterday and I had a resource booster. And I must have got 15 Argon crystals. It was mad. In one mission of mod. Freaking crazy, dude. Right, Acolyte's coming in. Oh no, we're out of energy. Quickly attack me. I'm dead. That's how easy it is to take out Acolytes. I did it in one combo. Like, Acolytes go down. They don't survive long. But yeah, let me know what you think about this build in the comments down below. Don't forget you can support the channel completely for free just by liking, commenting, and subscribing. It really helps the YouTube algorithm. Don't forget you can also support the channel even further by becoming a channel member for as little as 99 pence per month. And don't forget I do live stream. When I go live here on YouTube and over on Twitch. My streams here on YouTube are in the shorts form feeds, more for mobile. If you want to catch the exact same streams at the exact same time in 1080p, feel free to join me on Twitch. The link is in the description below.